Next fight, we're in talks for July. So we'll see what happens. A lot of politics and going on. The fight game is a mad game.
Humongous news in the UFC world where Conor McGregor now is claimed, although he said previously, it was recorded weeks ago according to ESPN's Ariel Helwani when he spoke with Jimmy Fallon, said that he was going to be fighting in July, and then he puts out this tweet, "Hey guys, quick announcement." Like, it's so nonchalant. "I've decided to retire from the sport formerly known as mixed martial arts today. I wish all my old colleagues well going forward in competition. I now join my former partners on this venture, already in retirement. Proper pina coladas on me, fellas." Ronda Rousey even tweeted back at Conor McGregor. Yet Dana White even spoke on Conor McGregor's retirement.
I asked him, 1,000%, you are treating this as a legitimate retirement. Dana White said yes.
And we have seen this before from Conor McGregor. Yes, he has retired previously. Or has he? In 2016, he tweeted, "I have decided to retire young. Thanks for the cheese. Check yous later." However, we later learned from that tweet via MMAfighting.com, that tweet served as a reaction to the UFC pulling him from UFC 200 because he refused to do a media tour for the event. Ultimately, of course, McGregor did not retire and went on to headline UFC 202 a few months later, or so we thought. Now, here's what Ariel Helwani said on ESPN's Get Up this morning on why that occurred behind the scenes.
He was cornering a good friend of his in Ireland. The opponent that his friend beat actually ended up dying. Conor took this very seriously, very personally. It actually tore him up inside. And the UFC wanted him to come to Las Vegas a few days later to promote a fight at UFC 200, and he didn't feel comfortable with it.
So the fight game is a weird world. And Conor McGregor has even said that. He said it to Jimmy Fallon. There's a lot of politics going on. Could this be another chess move from Conor McGregor? Potentially. So if we do remember, he lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov, but it was a record-setting pay-per-view. He now owns 5 of the top 6 all-time UFC pay-per-views. The reason that he has that is because he's such a polarizing figure. Not only is he polarizing, but he makes the UFC money. Something he has fought for many years is shares in the UFC. Now, here's what happened previously. We thought that he was going to be fighting Cowboy Cerrone, to which Cowboy said the bout had been nixed because Conor wouldn't be the main headliner. So then over the weekend, transcribed by MMAfighting.com, Conor McGregor says that he would be fine with serving as the co-main or even on the undercard, big one here, so long as the UFC gave him his rightful shares in the company. He has negotiated and executed a business plan to have his Proper 12 whiskey on the canvas at UFC fights. This was a huge, huge win, but he is still chasing those shares. And as I stated previously, not only is he polarizing, but he makes the company so much money owning 5 of the top 6 UFC pay-per-views. So with all the ups, there have been some downs, but regardless, if this is indeed goodbye, it is the best career, and not only that, to bring the UFC to the position that it is in today. I mean, think about it. Was ESPN talking about it? Was CBS Sports writing up about the Ultimate Fighting Championship? No. The Fertittas and Dana White had a vision when they bought this company for a little over $2 million and turned it over into a $4 billion purchase by WME IMG. Conor McGregor is a big reason for that. Not that Fertittas are not that Dana White is not. Their business plan has been executed nearly flawlessly. Yes, there have been some bumps in the road. Every business is going to have those. They've weathered the storm every time. But you know who else has helped weather the storm? And maybe even been their meteorologist? Conor McGregor. Does he deserve the shares? Let us know in the comments. We'll see you soon.